I'd like to welcome everybody to the Crawford County, Illinois Ghost Hunter Society live talk show. This is the episode number 16. And this is going to be more of like a update show, a news and update show, because we do not have a lot to talk about tonight. We're kind of running late and behind. We've done a lot of investigations this weekend we're trying to get caught up on, but we're going to try to update you guys and let you know what happened Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night on our paranormal investigations that we done over the weekend. So, yeah, welcome you guys to our live talk show. We were the Crawford County, Illinois Ghost Hunter Society was established in 1996 and founded by myself, Jason Snyder. Just want to give you guys an introduction to myself. If you don't know who I am, I'm sure a lot of you have watched the show before, but you can also visit our website at crawfordcountyghosthunters.org for more information. Check it out. You can also go to our YouTube page, and we are broadcasting from YouTube right now. Also, we are dual broadcasting on YouTube, but if you are watching from there, definitely check out our Facebook page so we can answer your questions or comments if you have any. Or send us an email at illinoishauntings@gmail.com. We can definitely check out, your email. And if you've got any places you want us to investigate, send us an email. Let us know. If you do have a house or business or any other location you want us to investigate, or send us a message on our Facebook page. We answer both of them pretty quickly. But yeah, I'd like to welcome everybody tonight to our show. Music tonight was by the Midnight Syndicate, all rights reserved. That was Cemetery Gates by the Midnight Syndicate tonight. And you can check out their website at midnightsyndicate.com. They've got a lot of stuff on there. Or you can go to Spotify and check out their music. They got a lot of creepy stuff out there on Spotify that you can look up if you like that kind of stuff. Definitely check it out. But we're going to go right into tonight's show, guys, and talk about, some of the things that happened to us. I'm just kind of coming on here real quick tonight. We had to cancel the show last night due to investigations, and we were out all night, and I'm still suffering again from a paranormal hangover, which I think I'm always doing on these shows. But we always go out all night, and then I do these shows, and can't even get caught up on our evidence review and everything. But we're definitely going to let you guys know, what we found Friday night, which was our investigation in Olney, Illinois. We had a investigation down there at a private residence that, they didn't want us to go live there, so we didn't. And we respect people's opinions and everything on the on whether or not they want us to go live at their location or not. Trying to bring up your comments here, guys, so I can see what's going on in the chat. But, guys, interact with us tonight, definitely. Ask any questions if you're out there, if you have any. But, yeah, so Friday night, we went to Olney. We got there at the location we were going to investigate. And the people were there. There was a male and a female subject, a younger daughter. I'm not even sure how old she was. I think maybe 2. And a 16-year-old boy at the residence. We investigated. I'm not going to give out any more information really about who they are or what was going on, but they called us in there because they were experiencing strange, paranormal activity inside their house. The male subject, who was the boyfriend to the female subject there, he was experiencing, weird activity also. They were seeing things, seeing shadows down a hallway. They were seeing things while they were sleeping at night. They were hearing things. And the 16-year-old boy that lived there said that when he was going down the back staircase to the basement area, he felt like somebody shoved him in the back and almost knocked him down the staircase. So, that was pretty interesting, that multiple people were having experiences in there. Of course, the 2-year-old, I think, she would point, and at stuff that's not there. That's typical for children in locations that are haunted. It seems like all the places we investigate, where there's children involved, they seem to point or nickname a ghost. Like one of the residents we investigated a couple weekends ago, they called it the monster dragon. So these kids come up with, these terms for what they're seeing because they don't know, they don't know that, they're not supposed to be seeing these things, that these things are paranormal, because they haven't had that, that blocker put into their mind, like, we have all of us normal people have, that ghosts aren't real, ghosts don't exist, so these kids see, what they see, and they'll tell their parents, they'll say, hey, I see this stuff, or point at stuff and come up with names for it. So it's just really interesting, all the houses that we've investigated with smaller kids, the smaller kids are more prone to seeing and hearing and sensing paranormal activity than the adults are, because they don't know any better and they see, what's actually there. But yeah, we checked the house out. There was no unusual electromagnetic fields in the home. Me and the investigation or investigators that were there that night were myself, Ed Reese, Allison Turner, Amanda, one of our new team members, and Courtney Mendenhall. So me and Ed done kind of a site survey of the outside of the house. We looked around, make sure there was no high voltage power lines or anything running over the home, any type of strange EMF sources that could affect, the people inside the house. So we went in and we checked the place, for any type of unusual EMF. We looked around. We done some EVP sessions in there. We kind of just did a preliminary again in there. That's what we do in our first investigations. We go in to see if, there's any need for bringing everything, all of our camera systems and infrared camera systems and motion detectors and everything we rig up a big place with. But we did some ITC sessions, or instrumental transcommunication, I call them, or ghost box sessions down in the basement area. And we got a voice that said, a man in the corner is what it said. So, other than that, we didn't pick up a whole lot in the house. What we did pick up on ghost box sessions or our ITC sessions in the house were more along the lines of a male subject that was almost mad and didn't want us there. If the place is haunted at all, we may be picking up on something else completely not associated with that place. So that's what happens sometimes with these ITC sessions with ghost boxes. It kind of draws them in, and it's hard to figure out who's haunting the location. But we did pick up some things like go. One time it said, I think we got pack up your equipment, which was really weird. I've never heard it say that before. Like, this person wanted us to pack up our equipment and leave. And it's weird because the 16-year-old boy, he played video games in the basement, and he stays down in the dark basement a lot, and I guess he told the other male subject that was there that the ghosts did not want us there. So I don't know how he knew that, but it's kind of weird because all the stuff we were picking up kind of corresponded with that. We were getting go, leave, goodbye, everything indicating that whatever was in the house, if there was anything in the house, I don't know what we were communicating with. We don't label places haunted based off of ghost box sessions usually, but we couldn't figure out, what was going on there really. I mean, another indicator of some type of paranormal activity that could be taking place there was the female subject had the remains of her ex, I believe, fiance or husband. I'm not sure if they were married, but anyway, her ex, she had the remains of him in an urn up on a shelf, and she currently has a new boyfriend. So we don't know if, maybe that stirred up some paranormal activity, or maybe it was just him saying, hey, I'm still here. A lot of times, like I talk about in our past shows, a lot of the ghosts and spirits that we deal with are not, like evil and demonic or anything like you guys see on TV. They're people's loved ones, that are still trying to communicate. They're trying to talk with you. They're trying to get your attention. They're not like these things you see on Ghost Adventures where, everything's evil, but they're just trying to get your attention, guys. And I think that was what was going on maybe in this case. It was a loved one trying to get her attention. She had her ankles grabbed at night. Felt like something was going to, try to pull her out of bed. maybe that was just your loved one trying to say, hey, I'm still here. I'm still watching over you type of thing. We get that a lot. I think that's what a lot of people experience with paranormal activity and the haunting phenomena is their loved ones try to communicate with them still. But we didn't find a whole lot there. Yeah, Luke Massey. Yeah, it says X doesn't like the new boyfriend. It sounds like that could be. That's kind of what I was thinking. I just didn't want to, come right out and say it, but it could be something like that. And Luke also says, do ghosts get more aggressive and mad after you guys leave? We have had reports of that. Like a lot of times, activity will pick up after we leave, or like before we get there, and then when we get there, everything stops. It's almost like they know we're coming. And I've also had a lot of people, like clients tell us that when they start talking about calling us in to investigate their home or house, that it seems like the ghosts are listening and something weird happens, like their phone will go dead, or the computer will go haywire. Activity will increase when they start mentioning calling in, a paranormal research team to investigate. And I've had that, a lot of clients tell me that over the years. It's strange. They apparently, they do listen in on what you're saying, if in theory, because, they know we're coming. But Kelly Griffey's on here. Nice to see all you guys on here tonight. Like I say, I'm kind of just throwing this show up real quick because we didn't do a Sunday night talk show last night. I'm going to ask you guys a question regarding that too here later on, before we get off here, about the talk show in general. And I want you guys to vote on this for me. But something else I want to get back into, what else we done Friday night after the investigation at the private residence. We didn't stay a long time because the 2-year-old girl was sleeping and they didn't really want to disturb her. So we may go back for a more full-scale investigation of that location when they can, get a babysitter and we can do more in-depth investigation into that location. But after we left that place, we were in Richland County. We decided to go hit a couple cemeteries. One of them I will remain nameless. I'm not going to tell where one of them we hit is, but the other one we go to is rumored and really, I guess, has a big reputation for being haunted in the area. It's been on Shadowlands and different haunted websites and haunted index pages. And that's Mount Pleasant Cemetery down by Claremont. That's where we went to after we left that location. We didn't go live from there. I really don't know why we didn't go live from there. We didn't have really good signal, and I didn't want to start the live feed and lose you guys, but maybe we should have and just seen what happened. But Mount Pleasant Cemetery has had a lot of reports of paranormal activity over the years. There used to be a church there, and it was an old block foundation. I mean, these are old blocks underneath this church that served as the foundation to the church. Really old church. One of the rumors back in the day was if you knock on the door, you would hear a piano playing inside the church, or you would hear a knock back. If you knock 3 times, you'd hear somebody knock back. And that's one of the locations we were investigating. There's also rumors of a phantom funeral procession that's been seen in this cemetery. Like I'm talking an old one, like horse and buggy going through the cemetery. People will see this phantom funeral procession go through the cemetery up the lane and then disappear. I can't remember what year this was, but it was Mike Shipman and Bill White from the Olney area, Richland County. They do some of the radio stuff for 92.9 radio station down there. We did a live show around Halloween from inside that church back in the day. This was before the church was tore down. The church is gone now, by the way. It's been tore down. And what they did, they took the stone foundation, which is a really cool idea, and they made a cross out of it. And I don't know why I didn't take a picture of it while I was down there. But next time I'm down there doing an investigation, I'll take a picture so I can show you guys and post it up on the site. But they took all the blocks from the foundation of the church and made a cross where the church used to be. And that's really neat. I mean, they kind of, there's leftovers of the foundation there. And it's a pretty cool place, some pretty active area. I mean, I've had a lot of stuff happen there over the years, investigating down there. We've heard things. Years ago, we heard what sounded like almost Native American like music playing. We even drove around. There's a couple houses down the road to see if it was coming from the houses. We couldn't figure out where it was coming from. But just a lot of weird activity in that area. Jareth, one of my investigators, on the team, Jareth Pinkston, he was doing a live feed, one of his live feeds during our live paranormal quarantine editions that we were doing a while back. That's where he went live from. And he experienced, I guess, a man. He was there by himself, which is crazy. I don't even do that anymore. But he was there by himself, and he experienced what looked like a man running across the front part of the cemetery, he said, running at full speed, and nobody was there but him. So, I mean, that's pretty strange. He's seen that down there. Hey, Dale. Got Dale Kazmarek on here watching tonight. But, yeah, I'm currently talking about, the Mount Pleasant Church and Cemetery near Claremont, Illinois. And we set up a lot of stuff, guys, in that cemetery. And I wish we would have went live just to show you what we did, but we set up spirit pods, which is equivalent basically of a REM pod. I mean, we put out EDI meters, we put out motion detectors, we put up a laser grid, but we put it in a circle around us, and we used one particular point of the cemetery, and we were trying to get communication on the ghost box, and we're trying out this new. Well, it's not new. We've had it for a long time. We've just now started experimenting with it hardcore, but. We've got like a new app, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because I want to do maybe the next show. I want to do a full show on this app, and I want to go into details. And before I do that, I want to fully research it a little more so I can give you guys the best information possible regarding this app, because I want to contact the manufacturer or the developer, I'm sorry, of this app and get some information from them before I start talking about it more. But I'll tell you guys what, we've used it like 3 or 4 times now, and we've had some extremely good and strange results with this thing. But again, I want to do a full, I basically want to talk about it in depth and detail, probably maybe next talk show, next one I do, I'm going to get some stuff together on it, because I've gotten so much communication from this app and so many intelligent responses. I want to try to get like maybe a full show on this thing where I can play all these voices for you guys and all these responses. We've even got video footage of some extremely strange stuff going on during the use of this app. And it's pretty creepy, to tell you the truth. Like, I mean, it's... I almost say it's not for the faint of heart because one of my investigators, when we were using this app, started crying and left the cemetery. So, I mean, that's how strange it's getting with this app we're using. It's basically a ghost box app with a bunch of frequencies and stuff. But we're going to talk about it on our next talk show, because I want to, like I said, I want to put together a really good show just on that thing. So Courtney Bowen says laser grid's cool. Michael Staffy, like to thank you for the dedication to the field. You're open to sharing your knowledge of paranormal activity. Thanks, Michael. That means a lot to us too. And we like, you guys out there watching our shows day in and day out, our talk shows, our investigations we do. Thank you guys. Yeah, Courtney Bowen is actually, she was there during some of these sessions I'm talking about. She's talking on the chat right now, saying it was intense. And she's got the video, so as soon as she gets me that video too, I'm going to chop it up into the cool parts, because it was like a long video. I think it's like 40 minutes long. But I'm going to chop out the good parts of that session we done and just let you guys see it here on the live talk show sometime. It's crazy, I'm telling you. But yeah, and like, it's hard for me to endorse a app for paranormal research because I think they're all fake. Yeah, I'm the biggest debunker out there. I'm skeptical. If it's junk, I'll tell you it's junk. Like the Ghost Radar by Spud Pickles, don't use that. That thing is junk. It's fake. There's a lot of fake ghost apps out there. The only one we currently endorse is Paratech by Appydroid. That is the only app out there that we will use and endorse as a legitimate paranormal research tool, but just because we have just researched the heck out of it and we just continue to have good results with it. And that's Paratech by AppyDroid. You know, that's the one you guys see us use all the time. But this other one I'm talking about, I'm getting close to endorsing it, but I've got to do some more research into it. I mean, I've had enough strange things happen that I know something weird going on. But we'll talk about it next show, definitely, guys. Okay, Courtney Bowen says she's going to email me that video tonight. That'd be awesome, Bowen. Get me that as soon as you can so I can show it for the next show. But that's where we were at. You know, we were at Mount Pleasant down in Claremont and Richland County, Illinois. And then Saturday night we went out to a couple places. But last night, too, we hit a couple places. We had a couple investigations. We hit a cemetery. Now, this is weird, guys. We went back to a cemetery, me and Allison Turner. Well, let me back up because I forgot something else we've seen at Mount Pleasant Cemetery because I just thought about Allison. It was me, Ed Reese, Allison, Amanda. I may be forgetting somebody. Sorry if I am. But we were in Mount Pleasant. Another weird thing we seen at the cemetery at Mount Pleasant was I saw like a ball of light like go through the cemetery, and it looked like it was like a green to yellowish color, and it was about the size of a basketball. And I seen it for a split second shoot through the north part of the cemetery. Didn't have any video camera rolling, unfortunately. We weren't going live. I don't know if I would have seen it, though, if we were going live, just due to the fact that, you know, when we're going live on the live feeds, I've got that bright camera light in my face all the time, and I can't see anything. So it makes me wonder how much paranormal activity have I missed over the years going live or having that bright light in my face, you know, because I can't see. So I'm relying on my other investigators to look out there in the darkness to see this stuff. But I'm blinded. I'm basically night blind, you know, when we're doing those live feeds because I got a bright light in my face all the time for the camera. But we weren't going live, so I seen this bright light. And Allison, she's seen it out of the corner of her eye also. She, you know, kind of seen it out of her side vision there. She's seen the whole place light up. So it was just me and her that seen it. But it was pretty weird. But yeah, okay. Now I'm getting back on track here. Kind of went off track because I had to tell you guys that because we were investigating some other locations, some other cemeteries. And we go back to one of these spots that we're going to investigate. And I'm not joking, guys. We get back to this cemetery, and this has happened before. And this, to me, is completely disrespectful. And I don't know why these people are doing this. We go back to a cemetery in Jasper County. We were going to do, and that's where we were going to go live from last night. But we decided not to because when we get back there is people camping in the cemetery. Yes. You heard me, camping in the cemetery with tents. And I understand, you know, the park probably outside the cemetery is possibly private property, you know, in the front of the cemetery area there, but it's a public cemetery back there. And we get back there, there's people camping and it looks like they're partying. They got a campfire lit in front of the cemetery. We decided not to go ahead and go live, obviously. Yeah, it's just weird. And they've been doing this for years. I mean, I've known that people have been camping at this location for years. And it's just like, it's pretty disrespectful, I think, to have a campground or even put a campground right next to a cemetery. I mean, I'm not talking like, you know, 100 yards from the cemetery. I'm talking, this is like up against the cemetery. You know, they're camping with tombstones. Yeah, with the tents right there. And it was pretty disrespectful in my opinion to do that. But we see weird things at night all the time, you know, and that's just one of them. You know, we go back there and they're just tents everywhere, you know, by the cemetery and in the cemetery. It's just really weird. But some people just do not have any respect, you know, for things like that. And there was trash, you know, there was stuff laying everywhere. It was bad. But I don't know, and it may be due, like I say, to private property around the cemetery, and they think they own the cemetery too. I don't know, but that's what we were doing last night. We went to after we left that location. That was our go-to. We're going to go live from. We just went to Bel Air, and it was extremely late, so we decided not to go live. We did another investigation with this app I'm talking about in Bel Air Cemetery, and got some really interesting results there too. There is a doctor buried in Bel Air Cemetery. His name is Sloan. Last name is Sloan, and he's also a Freemason. And we had the stuff right there by his grave when we done the ITC session, the ghost box session, and we picked up doctor, and I'm going to play some of those too, because again, this is with this this app we're using again, which is basically an ITC research app, and we got doctor, and very strange because it was on a doctor's grave. I mean, I don't know how to say that's coincidence. I mean, when you get intelligent stuff like that, that's what gets me. When you get intelligent responses or something that corresponds with something you've either got it laying on or you're talking about, it just that's what gets me with this whole ITC, instrumental transcommunication, or EVP, the electronic voice phenomena. We're looking for intelligence, coming through. We don't want just randomized words or randomized sentences, we want intelligent responses to things we're saying, names, dates, or something that corresponds, like a doctor. If it says doctor on the tombstone, we get doctor coming across, that's pretty cool. There was one instance, I don't know if you guys watched it, on one of our live feeds we did over in Sullivan County at a haunted cemetery. And I think it was like Bobby Bob or something we were getting across there. That's something to those effects. You have to go back and watch. I can't remember. But we were getting it across the ghost box. And we were like, what does that mean? And it kept saying it over and over again, repeatedly. Well, Courtney Mendenhall happened to walk the corner of the cemetery right as we were leaving and found that name, Bobby Bob or whatever it was, on the cemetery, on the tombstone right there. I mean, that's just weird. You can't explain things like that. We didn't know, that dude was buried in there, especially with that name. So just weird stuff, that we get. Tammy says, I walked up on people having a picnic on a tombstone once. Yeah, that's really disrespectful too, Tammy. I've seen people, and I guess I get the fact. I've seen a lot of people do picnics in cemeteries. And, I guess it's more of an urban thing than down here. Maybe it is down here too. But, some of the cemeteries are in remote locations. I guess it's peaceful. People find the locations peaceful, so they picnic at them. I don't have a huge problem with that as long as they're not using the tombstone. She's saying something about they were on a tombstone, but yeah, that's really bad. Definitely, when they use the tombstones for tables, stuff like that. I'm real hardcore about. I don't like to lean on tombstones while we're there. I don't like my team members to lean on any tombstones. Or the only reason we sit EVP or ITC research equipment on a tombstone is because I think it gives you a better connection to that person, and it gets it up a little ways, but we do it very respectful. If we lay something on a tombstone, we put it on there gently. We don't scratch it, and if we did, I would fix it, immediately. But that's the only time we ever put anything on a tombstone, is if we're trying to connect particularly with that person, because I think sometimes it gives you a connection with that person, if that makes sense. But other than that, no, we don't lean or touch tombstones. That's bad. If people are picnicking, like she's talking about, putting stuff on a tombstone, that's just really bad. I've seen some investigators actually brace themselves up against a tombstone or sit on them during an investigation. We do not do that. We do not endorse that. So, yeah. Try to read some of your comments here. Could have been a family member. Maybe it was their birthday. Yeah, I mean, and I don't know if you guys seen that meme going around. This kind of going into that too. I saw a meme where a guy was having a cookout in a cemetery. He actually brought a grill and was grilling out at a cemetery. it looks like an actual picture, and it's probably a family member or something like that. I can see something like that, if a family member liked to grill, or, you always see a beer can laying on tombstones, which, family members will go out there and, open a beer up and toast to, their loved one, that type of thing. That's different than just leaving trash to be leaving it. Leaving it in a respectful way because, maybe you like that particular beer, that thing. But, I'm talking about the disrespectful stuff. You see like these people camping last night. I think we're very disrespectful doing that. But see here. Greg Cuss says back in the day, they used to always have picnics with their loved ones. Yeah. Courtney Bowen, it's comfortable for who we are talking to. Okay. But yeah, guys, but that's what we done over the weekend. We done some investigations, private residence, some cemetery investigations. We've still got a lot coming up. We got the Limp Mansion we're going to be investigating as soon as I get that, ready to go, where we can do that. Tiffany says, I would never be hungry in a graveyard or a funeral home. I'm sorry, it's gross. Yeah. Some people are weird, but yeah, we're gonna try to do some more live feeds coming up this weekend, I believe. And if you guys didn't know, some of you already know. I mean, I assume you guys know the documentary "Hanging Elizabeth Reed: A Ghost Story" by Joe Turry, and with help with us is out. You can look at that and find that on Amazon.com. There is a link on our Facebook page to the documentary. I think it's like $3 if you're not an Amazon Prime member, or it's free if you are an Amazon Prime member. So definitely check that out right now. But we will be giving away DVDs in the upcoming future. But on the 12th, which is September the 12th, which I believe is this coming weekend, yeah, we actually have the Betsy Reed tour for the people who, I guess, the top people in the Kickstarter that donated money, I believe. So there's a kind of like a private tour for Betsy Reed. Joe Turry, the producer, is going to be there. I'm going to be there. We're going to take the people that won that. I assume Joe's contacted those individuals. I'm going to have to talk to him, real quick, and give everybody a call that's supposed to be on that haunted tour. But we're going to be going around to the Betsy Reed sites and showing you guys the actual places that what we use for the documentary, and talk about those locations, kind of give you a little private haunted and historic tour of the Betsy Reed documentary there. So that's going to be pretty cool this weekend. So definitely check that out if you guys haven't seen it. Jennifer Baker. Hey, Jenny. Says, my dad had a wedding one time in a cemetery. The groom wanted his dad to be his best man. His dad passed away several years before the wedding. Huh. That's interesting. That's kind of a different take on it. Huh. I'll be dang. So the groom wanted his dad to be his best man. His dad passed away several years before the wedding. And that's kind of neat, really. I mean, I've never heard that. Thanks for sharing that, Jennifer. That's an interesting concept too. Somebody passes away and you want them to be in your wedding and you have it there. I mean, that's pretty neat, really. 2 p.m. at the Walmart parking lot. Okay, I guess Tiffany knows more than I do. So yeah, I guess the Betsy Reed people are supposed to be there at 2 p.m. at the Walmart parking lot. Sorry, guys, I'm out of the loop on that, but I guess Joe contacted people regarding that. So cool. But another thing I do want to announce, if you guys did not hear it on the last show, didn't watch my last talk show, we are going to be doing a haunted overnight, September the 19th, the 26th, and October the 10th. And that's going to be a haunted overnight for the public, but it's going to be $30 a person. And the donations or the money that we raise for this all goes back to the Lawrenceville Masonic Lodge. So what we're doing is we're having a haunted overnight at the Lawrenceville Masonic Lodge. So that is the Lawrenceville Masonic Lodge. It's Edward Dobbins Lodge, number 164 AF and AM. And the AF stands for Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons is what that means. So we're going to be having a basically a haunted overnight for the public where you guys can come in. It's $30 a person. All that money goes back to the Lawrenceville Masonic Lodge. We're not making a dime on this. We're donating all that money to them, for upkeep of the lodge. And it's a really cool place, guys. I mean, it's haunted and it's historic. It's got connections to the Underground Railroad. It's got connections to Abraham Lincoln. And I want to see this place, put on the historic places, let's say, and get this, more well known than what it is. This place needs a lot of work, a lot of updates and everything. That's what I want to raise money for this place. I want them to eventually, there's an underground tunnel there that's part of the Underground Railroad. And eventually I'd like to see them put a piece of glass in there and lights to where you can actually move the altar and see the tunnel underneath for tours, historic tours, haunted tours. And that would just be really cool, if we could help them raise money to do all this. So that's our thought process behind this, guys. We want to help these guys out and get this place, restored the best as possible, because I like finding all these old haunted places and help raise money for them, because they need help. All these places are in despair. They don't last forever. Windows need replaced. They have to keep the electric on at these locations, water, it's just a constant battle of trying to raise money to keep all these old sites, going. So that's why we like to help places like this out. But again, it's a haunted overnight on September the 19th, 26th, and October 10th. And again, it's $30 a person. You pay at the door, but you do have to sign up ahead of time. So just give us a message or email, preferably a message on Facebook saying, you want to sign up for the 19th, 26th, or the 10th. We've already got several people signed up for the 10th. It's filling up fast. So definitely, book a spot or reserve a spot as quick as possible. Send us a message now if you're interested. But yeah, we've already had several people sign up for October the 10th. I guess since it's closer to Halloween, it's filling up faster. But yeah, it's $30 a person, and we will, we will respect the COVID-19 thing also. And if you guys want to wear masks, definitely wear masks and stay 6 feet apart or as far apart during that, investigation as possible. But, we're going to leave that up to you. Kelly Griffey says, do a 4 CCT live feed and us out of towners can watch for activity with a discounted price. Yeah, that's an idea, Kelly. I'll see what I can do about that. See if we can maybe do a live feed or something. But yeah, definitely check that out, guys. And we're going to be posting that information up on the Facebook page here soon too, with the advertisement for the haunted overnights. We're also going to be doing our annual or regular haunted tours starting probably, let me look at my calendar here. We're going to be doing them all of October. So you can just count on that for sure. The last 2 weekends in September is the Masonic Lodge, but the 2nd and 3rd of October, the 9th of October, the 16th and 17th, 23rd, 24th, 30th, and 31st, we're going to be doing haunted tours every weekend pretty much there in October. So it's going to be cool because Halloween falls on a full moon. I know I keep talking about that, but that doesn't happen very often. And it's a blue moon, which means, to my knowledge, there's a full moon on the 1st of October and on the 31st of October, which makes the 31st a blue moon and a full moon on October. And it's a Saturday. So that's going to be extremely cool. And we're going to have something really special going on for that night that we're going to leave to be announced closer to October. So we are going to do a cool event on October 31st. But if you guys want to sign up for our regular tours, again, they're going to be every weekend in October. Send us a message for that too. Say, hey, you want a spot on that. Other than that, we don't have a lot of news and updates to cover. I'm going to try to get back to the feed so I can talk to you guys for a minute. Jennifer, yes, you do need reservations for our regular haunted tours too. Just send me a message, say you want to come, tell me which weekend you want to be there. They start at 7 p.m. and we leave from the Oblong Park is where we leave from. And these are all-night haunted tours. They're haunted and historic tours of the Crawford County area and some other locations. And we take you around. You basically follow behind in your vehicle. Last year, we did van tours. We did haunted road trips. But I think right now we may do, we'll see what happens. But due to COVID-19, we're kind of staying away from the getting everybody in the van type thing. But the haunted tours, you guys follow around vehicles. We take you to haunted and historic locations around the area. We tell you the history, the hauntings, and let you use some of our equipment even. You can go out in the cemetery and use our EMF meters and try to see if you can find anything, or voice recorders or cameras. We give you guys some equipment, let you take off in the cemetery, and let you guys be the paranormal investigators for a change. And a lot of people end up finding some cool stuff, on their own cameras. You're more than welcome to bring your own equipment, your own cameras, your own stuff too, your phones. A lot of people get weird pictures on our haunted tours. We've had people that are very, very skeptical come onto these tours and leave believers, but that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to just show you guys, what we do, some of the places we've found haunted over the years. And if activity happens. We can't guarantee a paranormal event to take place, obviously, because it's the paranormal. This isn't a jump out at you type haunted tour. But yeah, that's what's going on. And hopefully, we'll have a lot of people, because I don't think there's a lot going on this year, guys, regarding things you can do in October, like for the Halloween season. A lot of stuff shut down due to COVID-19. I'm not sure if they're going to have haunted houses, if that's going to be legal. I don't know, like the jump out haunted houses people go to, where you get scared and people are in masks, that type of thing. I don't know. I don't know how many of those will be allowed to run this year. I know our big Halloween parade in Crawford County, I believe, has been canceled. A lot of the fall festivals have been canceled. The covered bridge over by Bridgeton and Mansfield, I believe, has been canceled this year. So there's just not a lot of fall activities. So we're going to try to provide you guys with some Halloween and fall activities this year if you're getting bored on the weekend. So definitely hit us up. We're going to try to keep ours going. So yeah, Deb. If you live closer, that'd be cool. If you guys don't have any questions, or throw some questions out there at me. I know this was kind of a quick show tonight. I just want to jump on here and update you guys on what we did this past weekend. I know one thing I do want to ask you. Now, I want everyone out there watching. I'm going to throw it up on the Facebook page too, but I'm kind of voting on this and debating. Like, we usually have our talk show, the live one we're doing right now, on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. What we've been running into, though, is we've been doing a lot of Sunday stuff here recently, like Sunday investigations, or it takes me all day Sunday to go through evidence and then I don't get it. I'm not able to present it Sunday night because I'm still trying to catch up. So we're debating on, would you guys still, like tonight, it's a Monday night, would you guys still watch it? Obviously, some of you are watching. Would you find it all right to switch the show to Monday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time instead of Sunday night? Would that affect anybody's watching out there, or would you like that better, worse? Give us your opinions. I mean, we're up for debate. We can keep it on Sunday or Monday. But the way it's looking right now, Monday, I think would be a better night for us, actually. We could get the evidence, ready on Sunday to present to you guys on Monday night then. And sometimes we're out Sunday nights is a problem. So would you guys still watch it if I keep it like tonight, like on a Monday night like this? Is everyone able to catch Monday night shows? Tiffany says yes, Monday. Monday's good for Deb. Tammy Jo says Monday. Monday will be fine, Jen says. Yes, I like it better on Monday. Cool. All right. Yeah, keep voting, guys. Monday's good for Jennifer. Monday's good as well. Looks like we're getting a lot of Monday stuff. Good deal. All right. Yeah, it just seems like Sunday night, has been bad for us for getting evidence ready. It's like because we've been doing so many investigations, and when it runs into Sunday night, or we're doing one on Sunday night. So yeah, it looks like Monday night's good for all of you. Good deal. Hey, Greg, he throws in, how does Friday look for you on my show? Let me get back with you on that. Because we've been having residential investigations every Friday because we've been trying to get caught up, Greg. Talking to Greg Koss out there right now. He's wanting me to be on his talk show, and I've been having a hard time getting on there just due to our investigations, and his talk show is on a Friday night. But yeah, I want to try to get on your show, Greg. Let me see about this Friday. I don't think we have a residential investigation scheduled. We've been trying to get caught up on all of them due to we couldn't do them during the COVID-19. We've got like 50 houses to investigate still. So, but Monday. So yeah, it looks like Monday's good for everybody though. Cool, guys. Thanks for your feedback. Thanks for letting me know. That'll give us time, to Sunday to get stuff ready and go over our evidence and then present it to you guys Monday night. I think it'll be a better show that way. So, think we have a new spammer. Yeah, I'm not sure. But okay, well, play it by ear, Greg. Yeah. I'll let you know like tomorrow, Greg, if I can do your show Friday night. And if I do, guys, I'm going to be on a talk show Friday night. Greg, put the name of the group in there that is. Can you put that in our chat? The name of your group and the talk show. What is it, like Shadow? I'm sorry. You're going to have to post it in there. Shadow something. But yeah, I'm going to maybe on that talk show with Greg Friday night then, guys. And I'll announce it on our page, though, if we set that up. But again, thanks everybody out there for watching. We just kind of want to give you a little update tonight on what we did and our upcoming events. And we got a lot more updates probably coming up soon. We'll announce on the page. So, but again, thanks everybody, for tuning in out there and watching all our stuff. We're probably going to call this one short tonight. Thanks, Doit and Jen, Luke, Clara, Greg, Cameron, Tammy, Michael. Thanks everybody for watching. Scott Justice, Lori, Cindy, Karen Cat out there. Thanks, Karen, for your continued support too, to my team and to everything. I mean, we appreciate that, Karen. So yeah, Jennifer, Baker, all you guys, we like you guys watching. So, but yeah, we will, we'll try our Monday night then. I'll make an official announcement on the page that the talk show is going to be moved to Monday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time from here on out for a little while. If we decide to change it back to Sunday, I'll let you know. But we'll go ahead and change it to Monday night. And yeah, I will. I'll talk to you guys later. If you have any questions, just send them to our page. If you want to sign up for any of our tours, definitely let us know. And we will we'll send you an email or a message back. We appreciate all you guys' support. So I will see you on the next one, guys. Have a good evening out there. And okay, there, Greg, right at the end. And Greg Koss says it's the Shadow Hunters Paranormal Investigations and Events. So that's the page you can find me on Friday night. If I do that talk show, Greg Koss just posted in there, Shadow Hunters Paranormal Investigations and Events. So hopefully I'll be able to do his talk show Friday night, guys, if you want to check it out. He's going to interview me for a change here. I'll be the one being interviewed instead of me talking to somebody or interviewing somebody. So that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, good night out there, guys. Have a good evening, and I will see you on the next one.